From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine. Canada is being asked to reconsider a plan that would cut foreign aid funding. Prime Minister Mark Carney recently announced a move to slash spending on a variety of programs, including the Global Fund, which helps in the fight against infectious diseases in the world's poorest countries. The new funding pledge to the initiative is 17% lower than Ottawa's last contribution back in 2022. Head of the United Nations HIV/AIDS program, Winnie Byanyima, says every penny is needed to combat the spread of diseases such as AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. The Exxon Valdez oil spill disaster happened more than 36 years ago, but its lessons remain relevant today as plans for a pipeline from Alberta to northern BC gain momentum. UBC sociology professor David Tyndall says he expects environmentalists and other groups opposed to the project to point to the disaster as an example of what could happen if the project were to be realized.
The Exxon Valdez really has this imagery that, when people see birds that are covered in oil, or they see, rescue workers trying to clean up birds or seals or other kinds of animals that live along the coast and stuff like that. That has a very big impact.
Official and unofficial estimates say somewhere between 260,000 and 760,000 barrels of crude oil spilled when the 300-meter-long oil supertanker hit a reef in Prince William Sound off Alaska's coast on March 24, 1989. For 60,000 unhoused Canadians, this is the start of the deadliest time of year.
Health Canada says between 2011 and 2023, there were almost 1,700 cold-related deaths in Canada. That's about 129 deaths per year, with more than two-thirds being men. During that time, there were well over 9,000 cold-related hospitalizations as well. Advocates are once again calling on governments to do more as their own programs to help homeless people ramp up. The president of the Canadian Alliance to End Homelessness says that there needs to be more of an effort to find affordable housing instead of stopgap measures designed to provide warming centers during the winter months. Naira Ahmed, The Canadian Press.
Fast food chains are expected to shift towards smaller portions and healthier protein-rich items as Canadians take Ozempic and other GLP-1 drugs to curb appetite. Researchers say about 1.4 million Canadians use GLP-1s, a number expected to triple by 2030. Early data has shown users eat less often, choose smaller quantities, and favor less processed foods. And in entertainment,
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops.
Zootopia 2 opened to a record-breaking $96 million in North America over the weekend and $556 million globally since Wednesday. It marks the biggest international debut for an animated film and the fourth highest worldwide opening of any film in 2025. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Brady Tkachuk and the Ottawa Senators will work their way into Dallas tonight, looking to snap the Stars' 3-game win streak. Tkachuk returned to Ottawa's lineup Friday after missing a month and a half with a thumb injury. Also on the schedule today, the Calgary Flames visit Carolina, and the Anaheim Ducks face off against Chicago. Scotty Barnes led the Raptors with 30 points and 12 rebounds, but it wasn't enough as Toronto fell to the Charlotte Hornets 118-111 on Saturday. Now Barnes and company are back at it again this evening in New York against the Knicks. And on the racetrack, Max Verstappen won the Qatar Grand Prix on Sunday to send a tense Formula One title fight into the season's final race in Abu Dhabi next weekend. Championship leader Lando Norris would have clinched his first F1 title with a win, but finished in 4th place, with his McLaren teammate and title rival Oscar Piastri placing 2nd. All 3 title contenders have won 7 races this season. Verstappen is aiming for a 5th straight F1 title, with Piastri and Norris chasing their first. From the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.